screen.
Back in the studio, the Pennsylvania studio.
It's great that we have a couple of studios to choose from.
It is great because some people only have one studio, but we have like
3.
really bi-coastal.
Bi-coastal. And then we have the merging of the bi-coastal. So that's like a third one, just like truly virtual.
Yes, right. So it's bi-coastal, virtual coastal. Coast to coast with the most.
The hosts.
We're the hosts. I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda. Okay, well, I guess we should, that's enough banter, right?
That's enough banter. I think we should banter right into it.
Let's banter right into it. You're doing the brief today, right?
Yeah, so I should clap.
You should clap.
Okay, let me put my airplane mode.
You'll D&D.
D&D.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Dang!
If that doesn't come out,
then
we know something's
we're
wrong.
going to put it in post.
Yes.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
Margaret, this was your rec.
This is my rec, and I stand by it, and I'm excited to brief you on it.
Okay.
Even though you also watched it. I'm excited to brief the listeners.
Brief the listeners.
The Burbs, starring Keke Palmer, has been on my list since the advertisements started on Peacock during my streaming of Real Housewives and The Traitors. I was excited because as someone who moved from a city to the suburbs, I felt like it would be relatable. As someone who loves a murder mystery, I found myself even more eager to dive in. And as someone who loves humor, I thought this is great. And overall, I did enjoy The Burbs. I think the show is funny, quick, the characters are great, and it's a wonderful background show to have on while also scrolling or folding laundry or enjoying suburbia.
That's it. That's the brief.
That's my brief.
Love it.
Do you agree?
I agree. So this show took me a really long time to watch. And I kept falling asleep because I was watching it at night.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think I need to take a cue from my own book and like do a little reflection and say, well, what didn't work here? And what wasn't working is that I kept falling asleep watching it.
That's
and
fair.
so I just needed to be a daytime show.
Right.
And I actually was able to really hunker down and get through 4 of the 8 episodes in one day, actually sitting over here in your guest house. So it was slow for me until it was not. Those are my thoughts, which we can get into a little bit more of it in a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what did you know going into it about the show?
Not really anything.
And had you seen the movie The Burbs?
I mean, probably once, and I don't recall it. It's one of those things where it's like I don't really remember it. Like
I recall.
I don't recall.
What a deposition
Such
answer.
I don't recall. So yeah, I think I saw it once. I just don't really remember it.
I never saw it. It's the Tom Hanks movie.
Yes.
I've heard about it. It's like you're The Burbs, and you're like, that's a film.
Yes.
Which was also hard to find the show because I'd keep searching The Burbs, and then it'd be like, oh, here's the movie, and I was like, no. The Burbs TV show, Keke Palmer.
Mm-hmm. So what I knew was that you thought Keke Palmer was great in it.
And I
Because
stand by it.
you said it in one of our episodes, like Keke Palmer's great.
I think she's great. I don't watch a lot of Keke Palmer stuff, and now
She
I'm
was
like,
great.
I want to watch everything that she's been in.
She was really great. That's all I knew.
Did you know it was like a murder?
Yeah, I knew that. And that's it.
Did you know it was about suburbs? That burbs meant suburban?
Yeah, I didn't think it was like a misspelling of the word burp. You know?
Yeah, some people might.
They might.
So that's an important thing
Because
to
the B
know.
and the P can also look fairly similar,
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah.
So, no, I knew it was about suburbia.
Okay. I found that's all I knew.
What'd
Pretty
you know?
much.
Did you know any more?
I watched the trailers because it was on Peacock,
Mhm.
and so I watched Peacock because that's where I watch my shows,
Mhm.
my non-only show fan shows.
Yes.
My critically acclaimed housewife shows.
Sure.
And Traitors, which
Oh my
I've
gosh.
told you a billion times.
I
You
know.
need to watch Traitors. That is the best show ever that's been.
Okay. Better than Heated Revelry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess
You know what Traitors does? I'm sorry, quick aside. Every time they're about to like reveal who gets murdered or who's like banished from the castle, they cut to commercial. And I have been watching this for 4 seasons. Every single time I go, ah! Because I think I'm going to learn.
But I can
and I
pick up-
gasp, but I go, ah!
I can pick up and watch because the seasons are different.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, then we'll do one.
Well, they just finished season 4. Do it when I'm on it because I applied.
Okay. Great. I'll have to just solo recap it.
Yeah, I won't be able to talk about it. I'll just sit and I'll say, can I come
Look
from
at the Traitors now leaving this show to go to that one.
Well, you know, It'll be good for our listeners.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it'll be good to recap it. Really up our listenership even more, which will be fun. Yes, that's all I knew. I knew it was a murder. I knew it was suburbia, and that's really what the show is.
Yes.
It's like they move from the city, New York City, to the suburb that her husband grew up in.
Yes.
And they have a baby, and they're just kind of staying at his parents' house. And
Yeah, I guess so I watched the first 2 episodes of Dr. Witt, went over to her house. We had a doggy date, like play date, and we watched 2 episodes. And she doesn't usually watch the shows that we watch. She just listens.
Yeah.
And she called this out early. He is British,
Yes.
and he's from there, Hinkley Hills. So where does that accent come from? About that,
Right. He's British, but they moved to Hinkley Hills.
That-
He grew up his middle school to high school years in Hinkley Hills.
right? So they came from the UK.
Yes. Yeah. Hinkley Hills is not a British.
No, I know.
place.
I guess I didn't catch that part. We didn't.
I think
catch
they
that.
mention it briefly
Okay.
in one part.
Okay.
But it's interesting because I feel like if you move somewhere when you're in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
how hard to maintain that accent.
Yeah, you gotta try. You gotta want it.
Because I feel like I moved to Texas for college, and I within months was like, "Hi y'all."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta want it. You have to really
It's
want
hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
it. I thought this show, like I said, it took me a while to get into. I also told you I think the episodes were too long. I think 8 episodes was fine for the story arc for season 1. What I do think that they kind of they drug it out a little bit. I think
They
it should be 30 minutes, 35 max.
Yeah.
They're going 37 to 42, 45, just a little bit too much.
The extra 15 minutes is huge when you're watching a show.
Yeah, because
there's
it's
commercial
really
breaks.
a sitcom.
Yes, it is a sitcom, and it's a comedy.
Yes. So I don't think we need to be any longer than it
No.
was. And it was a little too long. And then we really got going.
Yeah.
I think I'll tell you when it really started to turn when Allison with Betsy. I mean, that really picked up then.
Oh, right. Okay, so the whole story is this girl, Allison, was missing, and she lives across the street from where they move in. Kiki Palmer and her husband move into this house, and he's kind of dodgy about it. He's like, oh, I don't know, there's something. They just left the house, and then she finds out, oh, wait, no, the girl who was murdered. Oh, wait, the girl might be buried in the basement. All of this lore
Yes.
that her husband's keeping from her, which makes him look super suspicious.
Yes.
So she thinks that maybe he killed her.
Right.
Because he finds out that he was a troubled teen.
Yes.
And what did you feel about that?
I thought that it was too obvious and there was no way he killed her.
Yeah.
I didn't think I think they set it up, but I wasn't falling for it.
Yeah, it's almost like this is too early in the series for it to happen.
Yes.
This has got to be a red herring.
For sure. There were a lot of red herrings.
Yes. A lot of red herrings.
Yes.
I appreciated how the suburbia is depicted because it's these older people who have lived in the suburb Hinkley Hills for a long time.
Right.
And then this young mom comes in and that's her friends. Is these older women who walk, and this guy named Todd who just
Who I adore.
love Todd. He ends up being he has the best character arc because at the beginning you're like, who's this weirdo who rides on those low bikes and has blinds with a remote control?
I need a Todd in my life.
Todd is great.
Todd was so great. I think my favorite part, there are a couple of things where he had just one-liners that were so quippy, and just Todd being ever present, right? And really reading the room. I loved when he was at the block party dancing.
Yes.
Because he didn't care.
Yes.
It was like, fucks, no, I don't have any to give.
I ran out.
I ran out a while back.
Yes.
That's why I ride that bike, and that's why I dance like this. And I loved it so much. That's when I was like, oh, I really love Todd.
Because I feel like Todd isn't hiding anything.
No.
I feel like so we have this woman, Dana, who is great. She's the one who's the writer, you said?
Paula Pell.
Paula Pell.
I am so thrilled to see Paula Pell on screen because she's such a big writer producer, and for her to be acting, I think it's wonderful. I loved her.
And I loved her in AP Bio.
Yes.
So she's kind of similar character.
Yes.
It's just
she runs in the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Rachel Dratch, all of them with that crowd.
she's hilarious. Her and Todd's relationship, I laugh the most with them.
Yes.
But she's hiding that she has an ankle bracelet because she tried to free a beagle from a rescue organization.
I don't blame her.
Shot in the butt.
Don't blame her. Don't blame her.
Also endearing,
Yes.
right? And then there's this other neighbor, Lynn, who hosts the wine nights on her porch. And she, it's interesting. she has her husband in the deep freezer,
Yeah, because he had a heart attack
and she wasn't ready to say goodbye
and so she just left him there and didn't report his death like legally.
ever. But
Yeah.
everyone knows he's dead.
Right. But nobody questioned where he was, and there was
Funeral.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the second show we've watched where a woman has
Yes.
hung out with her dead husband for a
Was
little
going to
too
be
long.
my depot.
Yeah, that was going to be something that I brought up.
Yeah. It's a pattern in the writing on television right now.
It's making me second guess how quick I was to say I would get Kyle's dead body out of the house quickly, and I wouldn't stay with it. But now I'm like, okay, 2 women are staying with their dead husbands.
Well, one of them kept the body cold.
which is fair. She was preserving it.
Yeah.
The other was letting it kind of rot in bed.
Yeah. I still stand by the fact that you need to get a body out of there as quick as possible when they die.
I think so. I think I'm still there. And both of them were seen as like, that's a problem.
Yeah,
right?
her storyline is actually quite problematic, and I feel like in season 2,
Lynn's.
yes, because they just decided as a team to lock arms, put on a bunch of dark clothes, and then go into the Victorian, which we got to talk about who has the rights to the Victorian right now.
Yes.
And because Keke Palmer
Gets the rights.
gets the rights to the house, her and her husband Rob, and so Samira is her name. Samira and Rob get the rights to the house. They bury her husband,
Dead
her
person
dead
husband.
husband, and just like pour concrete over it.
Which
And
I thought that was so weird.
that's going to come up because remember, if the HOA
Takes over.
takes over,
Yes.
it's going to be a huge thing that they're going to discover that, and so they're going to realize that pretty soon. Like,
Because
in
I guess
season
it's
2.
a felony to not declare a death.
I think that's a fair felony.
I think it's a fair felony, and I think you could probably get like house arrest.
Sure.
You have a good attorney.
Borrow a bracelet from
Yeah, just
from
swap
Dana.
the bracelets, right? I was confused why you would then hide the body because he did die, and what are you going to do? Pretend he never died?
Yeah.
What's with the will too? So like, when you got to figure out if your spouse dies, you have to take care of it because your children are going to need
Yeah.
to know. But their kids know that he's dead. Everyone knows he's dead.
Yeah, but he's in a rush. He must not be very well liked.
I also understand though, because no, he was well liked. Everyone loves him in his pies.
That's right.
Yeah, he's like beloved. But I understand because it's paperwork.
Yeah.
And paperwork hard.
It's paperwork's hard.
No, I
If
don't
there was
like
less paperwork when you died, probably be a lot easier.
it. Way more people would fill out death certificates.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to deal with the bureaucracy.
Wolf, you know?
Woof.
Probably a lot more. There's probably a lot more bodies sitting in freezers right now that we don't know about because people are like, you know what? I hate paperwork.
I bet a lot of people felt seen.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? That is also why Uncle Josh has been in the freezer for 7 years
Yes.
because I just can't get it together to do the paperwork.
I miss him.
Yeah,
I miss him, and it's so hard.
and also the paperwork.
The paperwork.
Yeah.
I hate paperwork.
You seem very emotional about this right now, so I'm wondering: is there a
Am I?
body in the basement? Do you have a body anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Well, we do, but it's not a real body.
Okay.
You know, like I have like statues and things in the basement, like adult decorations that are big, like the big ghost and the big howling dog and the big skeleton, and
Yeah.
like there's bodies down there, but they're not human
Okay.
form.
I'm not going to go down there, but I trust you.
Yeah, I don't go down there.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
don't
of creepy.
go down there. It is creepy. It's a very old basement.
Yeah, it's from like the 2000, like the
18
200s,
1890s.
1890s. It's from the 2000s.
200s.
The 200s.
Yeah,
Basement's from the 200s.
The first basement ever made.
First basement made in it was made in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's wild. People don't know that. Okay, other things from the show. Creepy bunker in the woods.
Creepy bunker in the woods.
Okay, so like as teenagers, Allison, the girl who goes missing, Rob, Keke Palmer's husband, and their friend, Naveen, they had
Who I love.
who's great.
Love him.
Okay, wait, Depot. Naveen is recently single because his wife ran away with the dentist.
Yes.
And he has like, no furniture in his house, but he's got an aspiring DJ career. He's very kind, good friend, good loyal man.
Yes.
Would you date Naveen? He's got a house.
Well, that's not my only requirement.
But he has a house, Amanda.
I mean, I think I'd have to get to know him.
Yeah.
like his
well,
character.
you said you love him.
I love his character.
His character.
Yeah.
What about him would be like a red flag for you? What would be the deal breaker, possibly?
There isn't one yet.
Really?
but we haven't gotten to know him. Like, you don't always know
That's
the red flags early on.
He's very eager,
Sometimes
very kind.
people like raise their red flags sometimes very quickly.
Yes.
They come into a date
and they're like,
and they're doing a flag dance.
Yes.
They're like on the flag corps, right? And they are doing this. And then, they're like, hey, just so you know, it's kind of like a rave, but these are all my red flags. And then some people have on layers of clothes. Like they are dressed for an Erie, Pennsylvania winter in the dead of summer and tucked into a secret pocket inside of a liner of some sort is a red flag.
and it's very small.
And it's very small, but then when you pull it out, it's like a flag that keeps going.
It's like a clown.
Like a clown. So
Yeah.
he could have that.
Yeah. He could have that.
He right now is not doing a flag corps dance, but he could have one. I don't see one peeking out of the liner like where he didn't zip up the liner.
He's not wearing too many layers.
He's wearing too many layers.
He's got some yellow flags that are kind of like, that's something that I would keep an eye on.
Like what?
Like, well, he did like when he's at the block party and he has like a full meltdown and they start wrestling in the middle of the block party.
Yeah.
But like we understand and appreciate the character and why he's doing that.
Yes.
Or like he doesn't have any furniture in his house except for like a ping pong table.
Yeah. And how old is he? Is he 30? Are they 30 something? Or 40? They're 40.
They're my age, I think. Yeah, they're like 40.
They're almost 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think not having the furniture at like 40.
Because his wife took it and be like, that's something I should replace.
Yeah, but then at the end he starts to like he musters it. He like he hits rock bottom kind of.
Yeah, he's kind of grieving.
And then it's like, okay. And he puts on his music. He does his risky business dance with the broom and he's dancing around and
That's
gets
fair.
together. So maybe he goes to Home Goods and picks it
Yeah.
up a couple of occasional chairs or something. Occasional chairs. Like,
occasional chairs.
Mhm.
I never thought that's what they're called.
They're
And then I'm
occasional
always
chairs.
like looking for them because I love them.
occasional chairs.
Occasional chairs.
Yeah.
I call them side chairs
You could also call him a side chair, but if you wanted to sound like a designer, you could call him an occasional chair.
because you sit in it occasionally or because they make the occasion.
Look, we don't know the the root word for this. It's just like
That's what it is.
it's an occasional.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What else from it was big and good for you? Any deaths? Any moments? Because I have more things. But I wanted to
I have
do
a death
space.
for you.
Okay.
You and Kyle,
Yeah.
your best friend, lives next door, and you realize he has been drugged by the HOA secretary or vice president or whatever she is, and then he's been kidnapped, which is how we see the very end.
Oh yeah.
You realize this. You run over there
Uh-huh.
because he's next door, and
Yeah.
you see the car backing out,
Yeah.
and you say, "No one in Hinkley Hills or no one here in Fairview, Pennsylvania, kidnaps our best friend and gets away with it." How long do you stand
in the
street?
road!
Oh my gosh! They just are like, they say it and they're like, "Well,"
And then you spin further.
and they just stand there, and I'm like, "Oh, are we putting this on our to-do list for tomorrow?
I
To
thought
go
the
find
same
Naveen?"
thing.
I was like, "Why aren't you running after him? Like,
Someone go get the car.
somebody get the car quick, get the baby, do that." Like there was no fight or fight. Like there was just
Nobody takes
they're
it.
like, nobody takes him. That's my stump speech.
Season 2.
Yeah, so I guess my question is like, how long do you stand in the road?
I guess I have to stand there for as long as the camera pans up into the sky to get the shot they want of us standing in the road with the moon.
I was so frustrated by that.
I
I
agree.
was so frustrated because I think about some like pretty good endings in season 1 lately. Like I love the Pluribus ending
Yes.
where it was the
Atomic bomb.
atomic bomb that was dropped and it was
Mm-hmm.
like boom credits, and I'm like, oh yeah, even if you know it didn't get picked up for season 2, I'm like, love that ending.
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, I don't know. I was looking for a little more care. It makes me question them a little bit.
Yeah. It was
They're losing time by standing there.
they're not even running to get a neighbor.
They're not running to get a neighbor or car or anything. They're not calling anybody. They're just standing in that cul-de-sac.
With their hands in their pocket.
Nobody gets our
Metaphorically.
best friend. Nobody.
Except for that woman who just took him, drugged him, and took him wherever we know because the HOA is in charge. The HOA is the murderers.
Mhm. Yeah,
I agree.
that really bothered
That
me.
really frustrated me because we just watched Teen Cavalry 2, and you and me both watched through the end credits.
Yes.
Watched all of them just sitting there,
Yes.
holding hands,
Great
looking at
ending.
each other.
Yes.
And we were like, this is a great ending. Pretty much the same ending in this situation. They're standing in the street. it's like a slow pan up, the credits start to roll.
But there's no progress forward. In Heated Rivalry, they were literally moving forward because they were in a car, but it's also like our lives are moving forward. Here's what's happening. We're in this next phase. And with them, it's like
they're in a dead end.
And here's the thing. When something like happens, like something falls or there's a you know,
a
or
scourge.
in life, it takes me about 2-3 seconds to process, and then I jump in. I've watched this happen before, where like other people jump in immediately, or like a kid falls out of a tree, or you know, or again, just like a scourge.
And you're like, where are we?
Well,
let me settle.
Basically, I think I don't know what's really happening. I haven't asked my brain, but I think what's happening is I'm trying to take it all in and take in my resources to decide triage quickly. How am I going to fix this and help? And then I'll jump in. But it looks like I don't care because I stay there for a second or two longer than most people.
That's interesting. I never noticed that about you.
Well, I try not to be in those situations a lot.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I jump and scream.
I think I've seen you jump more, and it's not just with like a kid, but just like generally.
I'm a jumper. My body reacts before my brain does, but then I think I calm down real quick.
Yeah. No, I jump when I'm like startled, but like when there's something that needs to be addressed quickly, you know?
Like something's on fire.
Yeah. It takes me a second to be like, okay, is it on fire? What are the resources?
Yeah.
How can I how is this all going to come together really quickly?
Okay. Have you seen like the viral reel TikTok?
Yes, I know that viral reel.
You do? You know what I'm talking about already? No. Oh my God. I was like, yes. Okay, great. I'm a great communicator.
No, I just was making fun of the fact that it was a viral reel.
Viral. Okay, it's like this older woman and she's celebrating and she has her candle, has this like flame liquid that you pour to make the cake all like flambe, right?
Yeah.
But she starts to light it and it's like her whole family's there. And one of her sons is like, Mom, don't put the fire there yet. Don't put the fire there. And she goes, oh, I got it. And she lights it and then everything catches on fire. And it's like, everyone's like, oh, and everything, like the tablecloth starts to catch on fire, and it's all being filmed from like multiple angles, and like one person out of this entire family gets up to like go get the fire to put it out.
Because they're all filming?
Well, multiple people are filming, but also people are just like, oh no, why'd you do that? Oh gosh, what's going on?
Hang on though, can you turn to the side so I can get a better angle?
Yeah, right. No, it's funny. It's very funny because you can see what's going to happen. And also it's like this huge fire, but it is so true that like in the situations like on TV, you'd see someone and the camera angle would like follow them, like glasses shattering. But in real life, it's like, oh no. Oh,
wow. Ooh.
Everyone's taking a second.
Do our phones, when they're on airplane mode, hear us talking about this? Or am I going to get served this reel, or are you going to have to send it to me?
I'll have to find it.
Okay.
I'll find it for you.
I think you just search viral TikTok reel.
Real.
Okay, what else?
Okay, the whole HOA situation.
Yes.
So the president of the HOA is this woman, and her husband's a former police officer.
Yes.
And she actually had an affair with Lynn's husband, who's now in the freezer.
Yeah.
And her and Lynn do not get along.
No.
This woman's dog runs out the door, poops on people's yard.
And she's the HOA.
And she's the president of the HOA. Poops on Lynn's yard.
Yes.
Only Lynn's yard.
Yes.
And this dog ends up going missing because it's digging around and finds bones.
Yes.
How do you feel about dogs pooping in other people's yards?
Well, you know, sometimes I see it happen.
In your yard?
Yeah, every once in a while.
A dog on a leash or off a leash?
On a leash.
Okay. That's bad.
Yeah. I mean, off a leash, you're like, who's your parent?
Where do you belong?
Yeah. Do you have a home?
Let me find you.
Yeah. I'm so sorry that you're out wandering.
Yes.
Off leash is like, hey, people can see you. Like, just pick it up.
On a leash.
Yeah.
Or at least pretend to pick it up.
Yeah.
If you're out of a bag, do a little fake pocket grab. Go and like pretend to pick it up. Don't you agree?
But what if people are like, wait a minute, why is her hand free all of a sudden? Because then you're just talking and waving. You're
no,
like,
because then you have to disguise it the entire time you're standing in front of windows.
You have to hold like this.
And then you walk a couple houses disguising your hand. Like you have to like
So
cover
you
your
get
hand, like
you
a
have to get an
concealed
eye shot
concealed poop bag.
out of the. Okay.
But don't you agree? Even if you knew that the person wasn't really picking it up, wouldn't you feel better about that person knowing like they are at least really committing to pretending they're
I would
picking up
just-
the poop.
I would
What's
I would know
better?
what's better, to fake it and me catch them faking it, or not pick it up.
Just pretend they don't see it. Because either way, you're faking, right? You're either going to be like, I don't see my dog pooping in this yard, or you're going to be like, let me go through.
One time I didn't see the dog pooping, and then I walked up and was like, wait a minute. I was on the phone and
Uh-huh.
I just wasn't looking. And then I was like, we were there for a while. And I turned around, I was like, oh my.
Did you go pick it up?
Yeah, I did.
Do you think people were watching you and you're like, this woman's just
No.
pretending to be on the phone?
No.
She's pretending to be on the phone. And
No,
now
I'm on the-
oops,
when
she
I'm on the
realizes
phone,
we're watching her.
I was like looking and talking on speaker. I was
Yeah.
so loud. I mean, I was just, didn't have my headphones. And yeah, I mean, I was very loud and obnoxious. So I looked like the woman who didn't know what was happening.
yeah. Okay. Good acting.
No, it was really who I was.
What would you prefer though? Someone doesn't pick it up or someone at least feigns interest in picking up their dog poop, but you know that probably at home they have the bag or they already threw the bag away because the dog pooped and it's like they weren't expecting a double pooping walk.
So initially, I would have the same reaction of annoyed eye roll. Okay.
No matter what.
At both. But then I would have to be like, commit to the bit.
Proud of them.
Yeah. I
Right.
think I probably would end up being like, well, good for you
For trying.
for trying. It's nice space work.
Yes.
You really, yeah. So I
I
think in
agree.
the end, I would like that better.
I agree. And that's why I always, if I don't have a poop bag or she doesn't ever poop or whatever, that's why I always do a very big theatrics.
So this has happened to you a lot.
Yeah. Or I've, well,
Wait,
Della,
you
Della's,
just said, yeah, really quick.
yeah. Well, because here's the thing.
Those boobs are so tiny.
Della's poops are so tiny, but also sometimes she poops like 3 times on a lot.
I always have 3 bags.
Well, I always have one bag, and I've done a double poop pickup.
I can't do
But
that with
sometimes,
whiskey.
no, you can't because he's got huge poops.
Yeah.
His poops are the size of Della,
Yeah.
right? But I've done 2 where like, oh my gosh, oh no,
Oh,
you know,
he
like
did
oh
this
no,
thing.
like I do like where I'm patting my pockets. And I'm like, I can't believe it. I'll be back. Like I have to like act it out, like shake my arms, like oh Della, hand on head, you pooped again? No, and then I have to like pat. Oh gosh, again. Like you have to like do like you're emphasizing the words and you have to speak really loudly with your mouth, but not loudly, just like big.
Do you ever do like a half turn, like a 180, and be like, I can't believe this?
Yes, yeah, you have to get all your angles, right?
Okay.
But mostly to the house that is on the lawn,
Okay.
right? And then it's like, I will be back here, you
Mhm.
know, like hand on hip pointing down,
Yeah.
right?
And
I've
then,
done
and then
that.
you have to like talk to Della and be like, Della, you already pooped.
Why did you poop and hand in the air 2 times?
on this wall?
This block, I have to, like,
What are you doing to your mom?
me. Because I do that when I'm driving too. If I make a big boo boo, I
Uh-huh.
go, oh no, you know, because I don't want people to yell at me in the cars or honk at me. So I'm always like, oh, gee whiz, oh, stupid me.
I love this.
Okay, I thought that was important because the woman who's the president of the HOA doesn't even like acknowledge that her dog's doing it.
No. And that's not the biggest thing that she's doing, though. That's not her biggest crime.
That's one of them. But what's the biggest crime?
The biggest crime is they're killing people that they don't like, that they think are trash.
That's true. They're taking out the trash.
They're taking out the trash.
with the garbage man.
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor garbage man. Not really. I mean, he was kidnapping people
Yeah.
for decades.
Yeah, and killing them.
Yeah. But he was doing it because he's getting paid by the HOA to
Yeah.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm glad I'm not a part of an HOA. Although the HOA in the neighborhood next to ours is very kind.
Really?
And that's why I have to make a big theatrics if Della poops, because I want them to let us keep walking.
Is that
down
where we
there.
were walking yesterday? Is that an HOA over there?
No, our street right here.
Oh, this is an HOA?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like not a big
Is it
HOA.
chill one?
It's a chill HOA.
Mhm.
HO chill. I never lived in it.
So it could be like an HOAS, like a homeowners association, sorta.
Sorta.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or
kinda.
Showa.
Yeah.
Sort of an homeowners.
Ooh, a Showa. Yeah, I like
Showa.
that. Showa. I hardly know her.
Showa. I hardly know her.
Oh. I think overall, I ended up liking the show. My notes would be, let's make the episodes 30 minutes max, and let's care a little bit more at the end.
Yeah, I think
And-
those are fair notes.
Yeah, I think discovering that Betsy is actually Allison a little bit earlier on would have been nice, because I
Yeah.
don't think that happened until episode like 5 or 6.
Yeah, because this creepy guy moves in with his
Yes.
quote unquote wife who doesn't leave the house. And
Yeah.
her name is Betsy. But she's actually Allison.
Yeah.
Who was the girl who was kidnapped, murdered. She's moved back to solve this mystery and uncover who has been stealing all of these people from this small town.
Yes.
Turns out it's the HOA. That's what we find out at the very end.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about what's going to happen in season 2, and I was wondering how you felt about leaving Hinkley Hills and just going on a quick trip to Prediction Town.
I think we should do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Unless you have any other depots? Do you have any?
No, that's it. Let's go. Luggage over here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I think season 2, they will. I actually don't think they're going to get in the car and follow this car that has just taken their best friend, Naveen. He's been drugged and taken away. And we see him at the end standing on the street. We're very frustrated by it. I don't think they're going to run and get in the car. I think they're going to gather Todd, Lynn, Dana, and they're going to try and strategize what to do. Because that's kind of like the crew of detectives, neighborhood detectives that are working on this.
Okay.
That's one thing that I think is going to happen. Okay. First off, not running to get known, trying to think before we act.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a fight over who actually owns the Victorian, because Allison sent the keys and the deed to Samira and Rob and said, it's yours, do what you want, blow it up, renovate it, sell it for, for Bitcoin, I don't care. And then the HOA says that they own it, that it was gifted to them. And so there's going to be, it wasn't. So there's going to be a fight. And the thing is, Rob and Samira aren't going to be able to come forward and say, we actually have it because Allison was in there and we know, because that messes up Naveen's story too, right?
Yep.
And everything comes undone that way. And the thing is that Lynn's husband's body is in there.
Right.
And so they're going to have to do something, and they have to get creative. So I think there's going to be a big, huge fight. It's going to go to court. It's going to like the Hinkley Hills court.
And Samira is an attorney.
She is an attorney, so that's right. She'll probably represent them, and I think that we'll have a guest appearance from Harvey Specter.
Wow.
Because he's dating somebody there.
Who's he dating?
Secretly.
Oh, you mean characters?
Yes.
I thought you meant. I was like, isn't he married to the woman who was on? Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's just me being hopeful.
That's all we can have is hope.
Comes out of retirement for it.
Yeah. I think that it's interesting that the HOA thought that they could get away with it because they killed the guy who had taken over from the trust. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, oh, now that he's gone, we'll just say that he gifted us to us. And it's like, no. There was someone else in the house and they don't even know that. Mm-hmm. So HOA is really getting sloppy. Mm-hmm. Sloppy. Mm-hmm. Then it's a slippery slope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's easier to paint Samira, Lynn, Dana, Todd, Rob, Naveen. I think it's easier to paint them as the bad guys. Mm-hmm. Like the HOAs has decades of experience doing smear campaigns on people. Yeah, I think they are going to have to really claw their way out because their story sounds absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. I think Dana's wife is going to come back.
Ooh.
And that's going to add an interesting element beyond just her being back. Like, she's going to be in the fold somehow.
Because she's military.
Yeah. And so maybe she'll help them like army crawl their way around literally to figure this out.
Ooh, or maybe she's part of the HOA.
No way. It's possible.
I don't know. She left Dana after she was embarrassed and Dana saved a basset hound.
Wow. Maybe she's a bad guy.
Maybe she is.
I feel like
that's a bad guy. Like, understandable that Dana was trying to free animals.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, Amanda.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming all the way to PA, to the suburbs to talk about the burbs.
Well, I thought, I really want to lean into the brand and lean into like what we're doing. So
and we did do some neighborhood walks. I feel like we
participated in being good HOA participants. So
we picked up lots of dog poop. Mm-hmm. Went to Pinewood Derby.
We did.
We lived the suburban life.
Totally. And now I'm headed back to the Big D.
The Big D.
The Big D. And what are we watching next week, Maggie?
Next week, we are watching our second show of this, which I forget. Oh, it's oh my God, what is it called? Steel. Next week we are watching Steel, which is available on Amazon Prime, I believe, and it is fully every episode. We're binging it.
Okay,
we don't have to wait because a lot of these shows that I'm really excited about coming out this spring are slow release, which like fine, but I'm ready for a binge.
Yeah, I love a binge.
And this should be like a little more like crimey. Like this is still crime, but it's not a comedy. It's more like, ooh, what's going to happen next? They're not going to wait around on the street when their friend gets kidnapped. No, they're running. Hop in.
They're running. Hopping in the car. They're taking off.
Takes place in an office.
Love it. Can't wait. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know what to say in your review, you could say, Oh, I wish I could just keep these gals in my deep freezer because I love talking to them.
It's where we love to hang out.
Yeah. Bye.